as an extra fact. The number 1 and 2 are 1 point away from each other. The number 3 and 4. Oh, Termite! Oh!
High five, baby. Let's go.
Alright, continue. 3 and 4, 1
Uh-huh.
point ahead. 5 and 6, 1 point ahead. So, like, there's a lot of close contesting going on right here. As Nomad is also gonna...
I was actually thinking about saying that one, but I was like, that would be stupid of me to say, because that will never happen.
There we go.
Pulse ban, actually. Something which we can understand, but we don't see that often.
Definitely so. As we will be seeing XTreme starting on the defense. We'll be removing
Oh, Maestro.
Maestro.
I was right about that one.
It's like Mira, Maestro, Echo. It's always going to
Oh.
be 1 or 2 out of those.
Yeah, but Mira is now open, yet that isn't the best operator for this map.
We'll make Aviator a little bit more viable, because so far from what we've seen, no one has ever won that bomb site, I believe, in the Challenge League yet.
Ooh.
People
And
always
if
go
that
to
would-
living room, statuary room, and kitchen. And when they go Aviator, like Trust Gaming did that their first time when they went up against Supremacy, literally like the first game of this season, they did not win Aviator Gaming once, and Supremacy didn't even bother to choose it. So with Mira being open, they might have an opportunity of actually playing that.
Ooh, the change for the glass into IQ might actually work out a little bit better, as the side of XTreme Video Esports changed the Kaid into a Valkyrie, meaning the IQ can probably spot those little camps a little bit easier. And that might actually hurt GoSkilla as well.
Look at Lion.
Or hit.
Falco, I believe,
Oh,
probably been benched then.
yeah, it's weird.
Lion
He's
is wearing
back
the
again.
Extreme tag now instead of the Nordic tag, which he was carrying last time.
Transfer we might have missed, but well, seems to be happening right now. Sometimes it happens. French rosters aren't always too stable in whatever game possible. We'll see if it brings them the joy they need to have. XTreme Video Esports starting on the defense. Operator-wise, nothing too interesting. And GoSkilla, not that interesting either, unless if they go for big frags. Livin might actually do a run out. Has the angle where Oscar Mosca might actually run into. Yet Oscar Mosca should be able to spot this, right?
I don't think he will be aware of that, as no one is going to be peeking that angle. Livin now walking outside will be spotted and could actually potentially be shot down there. Won't be the case. Drones are going to get tossed in, as Oscar Mosca playing on the Hibana that he is so familiar on. Certainly will be taking up the role of flank watch once again as soon as he opened up. And what you said, the glass to IQ pick could be coming out potentially well for them, especially with a Valkyrie, a Legion, and a Echo on the board. So there's a lot of utility that can be spotted out right there by Stiggy, who is still playing, hasn't gotten replaced yet. So that means it's going to be an April Fool's joke confirmed. Right here from
Yeah, or he's
GoSkilla.
just subbing in today.
Or he's just subbing into that, because he was joining the reserves according to
Yeah,
the tweet.
so he can still play. Of course, he's still in the roster for GoSkilla. Sticky now with the pistol takes out Yogurt. Actually, apparently peeking, or was it a wallbang through the floorboards?
He was on his cameras, and as soon as you're on your cameras, the cassette fret or the electronic detector can actually spot you out, and that's a wallbang coming down there from that pistol, putting XTreme at a early disadvantage right there as Yogurt is falling. That means no more goo mines will be deployed, and that's going to be like a solid 3 or 4 that they don't have to deal with right now. C4 will get tossed up, doesn't deal a single bit of damage as it hit that beam as well. It's going to be XTreme that is going to get pinned down bit by bit right here. GoSkilla.
Ooh.
Panari going up to 1 HP, was just getting bursted down by the SMG-11. Manages to still survive though. Is going to be living to fight another day, and there you go. Panari gets taken out before. Tried to pick the same angle as he did before, not completely sure why.
Probably a little bit enjoying the Finnish delicacies, as it is a interesting opportunity. He probably thought he won't be the same angle again. I just threw a nade through that angle. I have another one, I'll just throw it, don't you worry, and we'll get the lead even more. Yet it did happen. Now Move the Hoe can actually bring it back into a lead. Void goes low. And Livin has also taken a little bit of damage. Extreme Video Esports is now scared as Kalensky has the fight with Livin. Deals some damage now, takes a lot as well. As he'll go down to Renshiro, but meanwhile Void has died. And that means the smoke is off the board. And the diffuser has been planted.
Yeah, diffuser has been planted. Echo Renshiro was busy trying to take on that fight and thus wasn't able to come in with the Yokai drone to try and stall that out. Right now they have to go for the refrag ready. Lion and Livin, they're ready to go. Stiggy takes down Renshiro, brings it to a 3-on-2 situation. Down comes into Oscar Mosca. Livin picks up one more, gets it down, gets two. It's all going to be up to Lion right now in a 1-on-1 situation as one is down. Stiggy is still up. We'll be finishing off the Hebana, or at least know that she is going to be down right here. Gets the pre-fire, doesn't get the frag. It's going to be Stiggy that will be winning out that round, and GoSkilla going up for the first round.
Stiggy has been a hero all round, having the opener onto Yogurts. And then eventually finishing up with, I believe, a 4K or a triple kill. Some decent stuff coming out already, and that is the way to start. GoSkilla have now taken the lead. And that means Extreme Video Esports, starting on the slightly favored defense side, are now already struggling, despite some pretty decent defense operators being open.
Yeah, indeed, that's the case. We'll be swapping off straight away, going to Dining Kitchen.
Oh, maybe this was their cheese threat.
Yeah, that's what you see often as well, for special, like for example, Border. People going tellers first, bathroom tellers. When they don't win that, you almost never see them try that again. Most likely they will be going to either Armory Archives or to the Ventilation Workshop. Now that could be the case right here with Extreme. They just wanted to try out the living room first. If that doesn't work out, they would go to kitchen. And as it didn't work out, kitchen is going to be the case right here. Extreme will have to try and win this one.
Yeah, we also have to add that Stiggy indeed got that 4K. And he couldn't have done it without Kalensky. He had 2 assists that round. Meaning GoSkilla is working as a unit, still banking on their IQ player. Operator-wise, Extreme Video Esports hasn't really changed too much, except for the pulse turning... Oh no, there wasn't the pulse. Haha. Renshiro was playing something else though. I don't know exactly what anymore.
Renshiro?
Yeah, I believe he wasn't on mute
Echo,
earlier.
I believe.
Ah, yes, he was playing the Echo. Probably due to the IQ pickup. Wanted to go off that because, well, those Yokai drones are nice, but if they get shot through the floorboards every time, they don't carry too much of a punch.
Yeah, it's most likely what happened. Shot from above. And afterwards, Yogurts also lost his life because of that. First EMP is going to get tossed in right there by Kalensky. Hoping to take down some utility, possibly ADSs or goo mines, you never know. As in the meantime, they are trying to find out whether or not the bedroom is clear, because that's the point of entry they want to so desperately take. With the who spots out a player right there is going to be Foy playing on that position, who will be pressured now. Lion tries to go around for a flank, knows one is going to be outside there, but doesn't actually want to go and peek that, as Foy is going to see some tracers come by. Has to be careful not to put himself too much of an off position. See 4 kill coming in. Panari once again the first one to die on the side of GoSkilla. Is going to be able to use that grenades to his advantage right now, as he is not playing Sludge, he's playing on Buck, so probably expecting to have to attack the top floor. It's not going to be the case, and thus not playing on the operator he feels most comfortable on.
It is a 5-on-4. The Frenchies now have the lead. And time is slowly ticking down. 1 minute 20 left on the clock, and GoSkilla has now lost one of their self-destructors. Move the Hoe can of course still do something, but wants to use his utility at a different position. Now Oscar Mosca actually gets a frag onto Lion over peeking. Trying to put his C4 in a great position, yet it did not work out. Overstepping and over peeking. Back to a 4-on-4. Extreme Video Esports are now actually doubting how they can do this, as now Renshiro will also almost be taken off guard, but that actually takes down Oscar Mosca. Move the Hoe will also die to Voy, and even another frag comes in. Only Kalensky alive for GoSkilla, and this turned south very bad.
Indeed, turned south very quickly, as 3 members of GoSkilla just got picked up almost instantly. They got the entry, just weren't able to work with it at that point, and that means it's going to be all up to Kalensky right now. Only has a claimer left in his hand to try and maybe bait out one kill, but for the rest he has to do it himself. But with only 18 seconds left, I don't see this work. Drops down, gets shut down by Livin, and that means we are drawing things back up to a 1-1.
So the Finnish side will struggle despite actually bringing it back slowly. I believe they then just overpeaked, going for solo peaks, and of course Renshiro with his aim brought it back big time. And here we see it again, was reloading, cancelled it, and then actually took down 2. She eventually turned into that round for XTreme Video Esports. Renshiro is usually the man they have to bank up on. And let's hope he will stay strong again. Now he'll go back to the Echo, or at least he wants to let it seem that way. He might swap once again, and this time it will actually be the Kaid.
Kaid coming in right there to just electrify those ex-Karos if they're gonna have the opportunity to. Of course, Mute will still be there to try and delay things, as now we are going upstairs. We're going to Statuary, and this next round, oh, this round can actually decide whether or not we could go possibly to Aviator or not. Alongside that isn't really being played, and with Mirror being open, could be a viable one, so to say. As we are seeing some destruction being put down onto the map. Great rotation holes, great vertical holes to try and deny GoSkilla, as they are going to be attacking anytime soon. We're going to see 2 roamers, 3 roamers actually from XTreme on the south side of the building. That is something that they do more often. However, most of the time when they do this, it's going to get red early on, and GoSkilla is definitely a team who has the opportunity to read these things as they're developing. The question is, will they? Will they shut down the rotations quickly enough to make sure that those 3 roamers won't be able to return to the site?
Would a mirror window maybe be something which would be nice at this bedroom wall you see reinforced there, or is it just a waste?
That's a waste. That's just going to get shot from the hallway. And it's going to be a big disadvantage at that point. In the meantime, we'll be using breaching charge to open up some of those castle barricades that Void placed down. So who is going to get drawn in to get tasked with the actual clearing of the roamers? Chiro just out there in time as the wall next to him is going to get opened up. All the angles that GoSkilla possibly needs are going to get created right here.
But now Renshiro is actually stuck. He can't really rotate back because more angles are now open. Of course, he still has a pixel angle on towards possible GoSkilla angles. As now Sticky will also take down some more utility, trying to search for more players, yet he can't find any.
Yeah, they're waiting for the Hibana pellets to actually be safely deployed. We'll be trying to actually counter that one off. We'll be getting a kill into Panari once again, the first one to die. Not having his best game so far, as XTreme tries to fight this one out and bring it to a 1-2. Definitely made an important step onto that. Doskomoska now tries to open up whatever is able to be opened up from that wall. Seems like it's just crouch holes right there. Rest could have been impact tricked out.
What I really wonder though, GoSkilla has a problem with Panari disconnecting at least once a match. If that will happen as well this match, it might be a very scary time for him. Of course, he is not that active yet, fragging as Renshiro takes a move to Ho. Will be answered though by Sticky, the top fragger of GoSkilla so far. Yet that does mean they're down 1 man. And time is ticking down. 45 seconds left. No smoke, however, on XTreme Video Esports, as Yogurt tries to play the vertical game. Now will be taken down by Kalensky, as Sticky has then been saved. He will be pushed in the back though, meaning he will fall. Livin takes him down, and now it's again a 2-on-3 advantage, even larger for XTreme Video Esports, as they eventually win the round.
Yeah, again, when GoSkilla seems to have a shot at this, they seem to fall apart, as the 2-man row actually worked out right there. Still able to pick up this one, but the other 2 members were too much right here. Same goes for Kalensky, who gets picked up by the UMP right there. And we are going to see Aviator.
And will we see a Mira? That is something you do want to see. Renshiro can still change route, as he does now take the Vigil.
question is, will he? Will we see the Mira? We are going to see 6-pick to Valkyrie, so Mira will be left unplayed for now, as they have decided the black eyes are way more valuable. Not too sure why though, as the 100% pick rate on Stiggy's IQ results in electronics quickly being denied on the side of XTreme. Nonetheless though, they still manage to win these things out, and this is smart. Look at that. You might think, why do they reinforce on the outside?
Why?
First of all, I know it works like that in Clubhouse. You can throw a grenade through.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's the case here as well. I would only assume that is the reason why they reinforce it like that.
Well, we've seen impacts go over those walls time and time again for the defense side. For instance, from a Legion.
Yep.
Let's hope it works out for them as well this time, or at least they have the setup for it. Otherwise it will be a little bit harder to defend this. Of course, a little bit less intel, as Maestro has been banned, so those camps won't be in place. But let's see if GoSkilla can finally turn it around again. They won the first round of a opening frag of Stiggy and a 4K from him in total. So afterwards, Panari has died first twice, resulting in 2 rounds for XTreme Video Esports.
There we go. First X-Car is going to get popped right there, and that means an opening will be created. Stiggy, in the meantime, still tries to find someone who is just off guard on his camera. Well, it'll work out once for you. Don't keep on banking on that, because people will learn from their mistakes. And right there, as the second X-Car set is going to get deployed. In the meantime, Move to Who wants to clear from the back. It's the same formula that they are using every single round. Move to Who goes for the roam clear. The rest tries to open up the site. Most of the times it goes well, but as soon as Move to Who is a little bit denied even in his roaming clearing, then it's not going to be happening. Stiggy right here will be trying to fall in to assist. Will be opening up his door. Will actually make his position known because of that, and will focus some of the defenses towards him.
Yogurts has taken damage earlier on in this round. No real firefight yet to be seen. C4s are still in place for a lot of players. I believe 2 still have them. Of course, the impact nade and smoke nades are in place as well. 1 minute 15 left on the clock as Renshiro now takes down Stiggy. And again, a opening frag for Renshiro. It's his third already, and every time he had one, they won the round because of it. That means XTreme Video Esports is very happy. Of course, Oscar Mosca and Panari also die, and eventually they seem to fall again. Move to Ho, the only player alive, the only player getting a kill for GoSkilla, and he has to clutch a 1v4, and so he won't.
Gets taken out again, and as it seems indeed, it's the team which gets the opening frag is winning the round. The first round, Stiggy got the floorboard bang on the Legion who was on his cameras. As a result, GoSkilla won that round. The next 3 rounds, it was XTreme getting those entry frags. So, contrary to what we saw last week, where the entry frags didn't seem to matter to who would be winning.
Yeah, it was like the Wild West.
Right, yeah.
But then last week we had different maps, of course,
That
as well.
is true.
I believe it was mainly on Border, where those kind of things turned upside down and we didn't really know what the logic was anymore.
The Pact versus Trust game?
Yeah, I believe that one was quite chaotic.
Yeah, it was in Oregon.
Oh, it was in Oregon as well.
Yeah.
I believe on Border I was also confused. By the way, we do see a Kavira now coming out for Livin, which makes me very happy. And quite intrigued as well, together with the dog now onto Renshiro, going for a different and interesting setup the Frenchies are. And let's see if it will pay out. Small peak potential with Renshiro and his ACOG, of course. And those interrogations might be juicy as well.
Now they have won every single bomb site but this one. Could be a bamboozle once again, or they just want to take a different approach with the Kavera and the dog. Hopefully changing things up, which they need to change up.
Maybe they picked this bomb site out as a April Fool's joke.
Ooh.
That would be the smartest play ever. Renshiro on top, just followed by Levin, and we have to highlight as well, he's been doing a great job following up and roaming around. But Renshiro, the main anchor, getting those C4 kills time and time again. If he were on the Maestro, who is currently banned, he would maybe even be more impactful. The way he plays that operator, it's just majestic. And he is the Maestro. on Maestro.
Ooh. Beautifully said right there. Is GoSkilla is struggling. Panari's still on 0 frags. I believe 5 on Stiggy, and the rest is running with 1.
Nari's playing Buck and not Sledge.
Yeah, that's what's wrong. Like, don't you have analysts, GoSkilla? Who told you that it's a good idea to put Panari on Buck?
Or maybe they're saying, if he's playing Sledge, he usually disconnects, so we're gonna play Buck.
Oh, that could be the case, yeah.
That would be a very interesting analysis, yet I do not agree with it, because...
He didn't crash yet.
He didn't, no, but that crash still doesn't mean that Panari is silent.
That's true.
Despite crashing, he always had a lot of impact, so you can crash once, lose 1 round, and then win the rest, because he hammers everyone down out of existence.
He banhammers them out of the match right there. Is move 2 is actually going to get a tag down. Knows 1 is going to be moving down those stairs. Panari wants to use that information himself as well. Just be careful to not once again put himself on the front lines, as he still has grenades left to be used and needs them to be used. Look at Livin. Livin is so close to assist Yogurt's right here. If Yogurt only moves a little bit up towards the side, gets skill because of that. It's going to be Livin who will be going in for that repeat and possibly get an interrogation out of that.
Yogurt is standing by. He is like the bait on a fishhook, hoping that eventually Livin will get whatever he wants. As now Move to Hoe will actually get the opener onto Livin. Kavira out of the equation, but C4 of the Lion will now get the refrag. Renshiro also will step it up with Yogurt, meaning it's a 2-on-4 in favor of XTreme Video Esport.
Yeah, to get the entry this time though, and it turns around so quickly right here. Stiggy's actually going to spot 1 person running above right there. Won't be able to pick him up. And Oscar Mosca is going to get tagged down, eventually shut down by Renshiro. On 1-on-4 again, as this doesn't seem doable for Stiggy. Of course, he is the man who has the most kills on the side of GoSkilla, but they aren't in form, it seems. Currently in 2nd place, not able to deliver as of yet. Stiggy takes down 1, takes down Yogurt. This is going to be a start with 30 seconds left. Has to pick up 3 more frags, but they're just too dug in right here. Gets 1 more, gets 2 more actually. Stiggy turns it into a 1v1 with 20 seconds left. He's low on HP, has to fight a full HP Doc and still recovered that diffuser. Renshiro knows that. He knows that the diffuser is down there. Will overheal himself to try and give himself the best opportunity possible. Now the plant is going to be coming down from Stiggy. Will he get the information? It doesn't seem like to be the case right here. Stiggy clutches this one out. He's going to be absolutely key right there. Gets the goal, gets the clutch. Stiggy manages to clutch the 1v5 and oh my god, that was a round right there.
I was ready to say this is the first round where, despite losing the entry frag, XTreme Video Esports will win the round, but then Stiggy pulls that out of his hat. Another 4K for him, brings the route into their favor, and look at that, low HP, but still with the pre-fire, takes down the dog of Renshiro, who has had a great game so far, yet just not good enough. And that means it's 3-2. We'll go to the last round of the first half. We'll see if GoSkilla can draw things up.
Definitely a wise choice to make that one an April Fool's joke. Do not keep Stiggy, to keep him in the team.
Oh yeah, he's been so amazing. Even if it wasn't an April Fool's joke and they just swapped out, Stiggy is so hyped right now. He'll just come back into active duty.
Oh boy, 9 kills.
But look at Renshiro, he has the same.
Renshiro has the same. That's true.
And, well, the rest of GoSkilla seems to be rather quiet, meaning all depends onto Stiggy. And then 1 random frag from a teammate will eventually get him the round. But that is not really a basis to win upon. Renshiro has 9 as well, but is closely followed by Livin, who has 6 in total. And that eventually results into a lead.
Yeah, still that lead. They didn't win that bomb site once again. They went back to it, hoping to win it. But GoSkilla were able to bring that one back to their hands once again. This time with a clutch, though, not as convincingly as they did the first round. And right now, back into the statuary room. The bomb site, which XTreme won before, and pretty convincingly, so to say. It's going to be up to GoSkilla to try and bring this up to a 3-3 to get the draw out of the first half, which will allow them to a better position for the second one.
Explosions are already going around. And again, Panari chooses not to go on towards the sledge, despite knowing Voy will take out the castle again. And we can understand that. Of course, they have enough ways to open things up. For instance, Stiggy taking breach charges with him. But it's hard to get in the right way this way, as those castle barriers are a little bit pesky. And eventually Stiggy takes the first fight, but has to fall back.
Yeah, definitely. Livman is going to be tagged up just a little bit by, I believe, 20 HP. Is fully still playing this position right here on the stage, trying to deny anybody who wants to come up without droning this one out beforehand. GoSkilla are seemingly preparing their execute right now, as one man is moving down below. I believe possibly it's going to be moved to who? Let's see if he can open up an angle right here on one of these players, or if he is going to get shut down by one of the roamers. As Renshiro is quite low himself as well, the man who plays with the slug shotgun. Going to keep on going. Line in the meantime is going to get droned out by so many angles. Actually gets shot down from below. And it's just to survive, but the hot pings are coming in. The move to who tries to make the best out of it. So now walls are being opened up. That means an entry is just a matter of time. All XTreme has to do is wait out for one more minute. Stay alive for one more minute. Make sure that they cannot get that bomb plant down, but it's going to be so easy if they're inside. Renshiro then picks up Panari, once again the first one to die. So the GoSkilla won't be using his second grenade right there. As Oscar Mosca now will be tasked with the diffuser, most likely to try and run for it. Try and get that, drop onto it and get that plant down. Renshiro 1 HP. Gonna be the man to try and counter that one off.
Still has one electric claw, but Stiggy has no lives left as Yogurt takes him down. Will still go aggressive. And there are more players standing by where he just got the frag. Now he just runs past though, loses a little bit of life, but Livin takes out Muftaho in the process. Galensky is the only player for the side of GoSkilla that can do something to change this circle. But of course the rest of the team is still ready to fight. XTreme Video Esports takes yet another kill. Now the C4 will come in. Oscar Mosca almost goes down. Still has to fight a very tough battle. And so he will fall. 4-2 will be the halftime score in favor of XTreme Video Esports, who've had Renshiro that opened up things time and time again. 4 times an opening frag from him, resulting in 4 rounds.
Indeed, opening frags seem to be crucial right here. Now let's see if that will stick. As Oscar Mosca just teased us a little bit with the chunk up. Interested to see if he has the unicorn skin or not.
I needed him alive. I need to see the unicorn Tachanka being played this day.
I don't think we will see that.
No.
Mira, though, that's going to be good.
That is something better, something interesting, as the Capital will turn into a buck for Yogurt. And we'll see what GoSkilla can bring on the defense. The Mira is going to be their 6th pick. So XTreme Video Esports has no idea until they will see what's going on. No real easy way to take out those windows, except if they go for the vertical play, which is of course doable, as they do have a Buck, an Ash, a Sophia, and maybe even the IQ could jump in.
Many opportunities they have right here to try and clear this out. Now, yeah, she'll most likely be tasked together with Renshiro.
Oh, are they going to play a soft wall there with windows? So they will actually. That's risky. Do you like it?
It's like you will be playing there, and them knowing that you will be there is gonna make them so careful about just being in the bedroom.
Or just, oh wait, we're just gonna send Lion downstairs or the Buck, and then we'll just shoot vertical stuff.
If that happens, they could be screwed. So I'm expecting someone of GoSkilla being ready to just jump down.
Yeah, but then wouldn't you say you'd have to put like Stiggy into the bathroom already? As Jokers now takes down Oscar Mosca. That is a spawn become bad, and the Jaeger is off the board. Luckily, that is one of the, well, expendable resources. Yeah. Still, it is something you don't want to see if you're GoSkilla, and the Buck will be happy.
Now, you see right here, Panari is actually going to be playing this mirror window, so you can actually bandit trick it as they go. Most likely will be falling back, because as soon as you will be forced off of that position, the wall is going to open anyway, so it doesn't matter whether it's going to be a mirror window or something else. I think that is the mindset behind it. The XTreme with the opening frag. is doing some good business right here, as 6 of the rounds won by the team also had an opening frag. So an opening frag could potentially mean the round right here if they play it right. Muftaho in the meantime is also quite low in HP himself. So HP wise, they're basically fighting a 3-on-5 right now for GoSkilla.
He's praying to the Dear Lord, saying, "Dear Lord, help me." And
That's a good joke.
Give me the power to take down this drone. So it will go down, but he'll have to reposition. Extreme Video Esports are not actually taking the position where the player of Panari is playing. Not going for the vertical play, but just taking down players in the process. Muftaho has now finally died, meaning it's a 5-on-3. And GoSkilla is in a very bad spot right now. Renshiro will eventually fall to Panari, though. It's his first frag of this map, I believe, or his second. As now Sticky has gone low. 1 HP for him, and that makes it really, really hard for the Finnish side.
It'll definitely make it really hard right there, as a grenade is going to get cooked in. Right there actually doesn't hit Panari. Flashbang as well. Won't be effective enough, as the second grenade is going to get cooked in again. Just too short right there. But Sticky solo on the other side. If they only will just commence for a push like that, we'll be having very soon control. Yogurt takes down Panari. That will be opening things up right there. I believe a C4 came in from below or something like that. Won't be the case. Foy finishes things off with the double kill. I believe using the 50 cal M4. Definitely seems like it.
Big bullets, big happiness.
Yeah, definitely. So, XTreme got the entry and managed to win it once again. 2-5. Only one more round away from at least getting in that draw, and 2 more for getting the 3 points. And considering they are on 4, those 3 points will be more than welcome.
Yeah, but I'm actually confused by GoSkilla. They are the 2nd seed in the standings so far. They'll have to face the #1 Vitality later on today on this stream.
Yeah.
They should be winning this. We predicted them to win this quite heavily. And now they're struggling 5-2 behind, something we didn't really foresee. And what's the reason for it? Is it Sticky being semi-bench with an April Fool's joke and Renshiro just being a god?
I think Renshiro is definitely doing a good job right here. Has a good feeling on the map. Just is strong, is confident, and that is showing off. He's getting the picks and the fights that he needs to get. And in the meantime, Panari, who has been such a big impact for GoSkilla the past matches, is not there yet. He's just not home, and it definitely seems to be hurting them right here.
Yeah, the big thing about Panari is I keep track of opening frags and devs right now. He's got 3 opening devs.
Yeah.
And all 3 of them were from Renshiro, who has 4 opening frags.
There you get it. Renshiro just completely shuts down Panari.
Electrified shield?
Yeah, actually works. So if an ash charge is being shot onto that shield, it won't detonate.
Ah.
Or a grenade just pops into it, won't detonate either.
Well, let's see if that will eventually come into play, as Sticky is laying by and ready. But unfortunately, the player of Extreme Video Esports goes straight to the roof. That means Foy is not having any of it.
Yeah, definitely not. So, door needs to be opened up in the meantime. We are going to see all the angles being watched by the side of Extreme, as well as they're being opened up. Control of the south side has been established. Relatively easy. Just a barricade they had to shoot. No, a single member on the side of GoSkilla around there to try and deny them. Right now we see Stiggy putting down a second wall right there. Will most likely contain a mirror window as well. That will force their defenders and the defense to go to Astronomy. And with Astronomy, they will be able to make sure that no B bomb site plants will be happening. And it's actually a smart one, as last time they lost complete control of the B bomb site, lost 2 or 3 players in that one. And this will be denying said fact.
Lion will now take down Oscar Mosca as the opener. That means it is going to be a tough fight for GoSkilla once again. The second time they are on defense, the second time they lose their Jaeger first. And that is not putting yourself in a happy place, I do believe.
Yeah, definitely not, as right now the ADSs are being wasted. Just some pre-fires coming down right there. Stiggy beautifully takes down Renshiro. Tried to pop in a concussion grenade. And that means things are being brought back up to a 4-on-4. Still, everything is open right here. Mira gets into a better position. Stiggy so close to the actual diffuser. I'll literally hear them picking it up right here as we will be seeing Lion just going on his drone real quick, trying to find out where the players are so he can potentially peek them himself. As he's kind of in a fight right now with Benari. Livin then picks up Stiggy. Wanted to go for the reinforce right there by rotating through. Gas canister will be thrown in to deny anybody coming down right there, but XTreme are definitely looking strong as Panari takes down Lion. Panari is just home right now, gets up 2 frags in relatively short time as Yogurts will then be finishing him off right there. 2-on-3 situation. Plant is going to be going down. Void picks up another one, and it's all going to be up to Kalensky. Kalensky has to make this happen. Picks up 1, but the diffuser is going to be planted, and it's going to be 45 seconds left on the clock for him to try and deny this. Of course, 7-second fuse timer right here as he brings it back to a 1-on-1 right now, but will be finished off by Void. Just a 1-tap coming now right there from the M4.50, and that will be bringing it to a 2-on-6.
And again, a opening kill turning into a round for the side of XTreme Video Esports. They had a 100% success rate with that, but we have to say GoSkilla walked into some angles this time. They knew they could be played, they knew they should be careful, yet they fell for them anyway. That means they're now up against a match point. 6-2 will be the score. The duck will come out for Oscar Mosca. And will that mean he'll spawn peek again? First round on defense, that did not work out.
And they did not work out at all the first round, but they feel desperate now with 2-on-6. They need to try and salvage as much rounds as they possibly can if they want to make it off right here. They want to bring this up to a draw. And sometimes, you know, extremis malice, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Well, I hope they're not too desperate yet, as well, they need to keep their calm. Right now, they're just slowly setting up. The castle is coming in for Kalensky. The Buck, of course, together with the Ash and the Sophia, can make short work of that. But a slash would have been nice once again. But we've had this argument before.
Yep.
Buck is almost always better than the sledge due to the vertical play possibility with that shotgun. And that is why these teams choose to play that operator over the sledge.
I mean, grenades, C8 is a great gun if you can control the recoil, and a underbarreled shotgun which can be used for breaching. Basically everything you want. It's a one-man army.
Yeah, and we've seen that before. Yogurt is on the offense, actually racking up kills a little bit faster than Renshiro can. That means he's actually topping the board slowly but surely. I don't think he can actually take on Renshiro's majestic score just before this match ends, because so far XTreme Video Esports has been so strong. I don't really see them going to lose this round either.
Definitely not. As you see right now, they're just, well, basically contesting every single part of the map. Sklensky, right now, he is going to be safe from that castle barricade, but any time is going to get opened up by either Renshiro, Lion, or Yogurt. So he has to be careful, and so do the rest of the side of GoSkilla. They will have a mirror. Mirror will be used to both take down the bedroom control and take down the south side of the map. As Voy is actually going to get challenged right there by Kalensky. One more member by the little hole he made into that castle barricade. As Maverick has the perfect tool to do so with that blowtorch. And we'll be opening up some more angles with that .50. As he wants to get that entry frag once again, because XTreme and GoSkilla, when they have the entry frag, they have won the round so far.
Oh, big shot onto Stiggy right there, as I believe the ADS might have been destroyed as well as the window. Kalensky, though, now takes down Foy. He kept busy 2 players, but now it seems like GoSkilla is fighting back. They get 2 frags already. Stiggy goes for the 3rd, yet he can't hit it through the window yet. But still, they have a decent lead.
Yeah, right now 2 of these members of XTreme are being contested on the south side of the building. They will have to clear that out first if they want to proceed to the actual bomb sites. So, right now, well, the south is actually going to be the bomb site, so of course they will have to contest that right there, as we see Mira prone on the ground. Renshiro picks up Panari. 4-on-3 is the current score. As it is still close. Stiggy is half HP. Kalensky is half HP. Could just turn around any second. Hasn't happened yet though. Opening the fragment, the winning round. Move to who, then picks up Lion with that Vector. Send some high RPM into the head of Lion, making sure that he will be finished off. Now it's going to be up to Stiggy to possibly find the next one, as he is trying to contest with the player on that window. It's going to be Livin to picks up Move to who, 3 on 2. Still everything's possible, but with 16 seconds left, they will have to make a push soon. Smoke canisters are being tossed in. Kalensky picks up one more, and it's all going to be up to Renshiro. Renshiro has 5 seconds to try and clutch this out, but he will stay safe. He will pick up one more, maybe 2. And that's going to be it. It's going to be 3 to 6. And GoSkilla will live one more round, at least.
At least one more round. GoSkilla did something they need to do, get that opening frag, and again it has resulted into a round. They are still up against some match points though. It's 6 to 3 in favor of XTreme Video Esports. Despite a death early on. Was it Foy or was it Yogurts that died first? I believe it was Foy doing
sure, actually.
well, but then Yogurts actually dying first.
I believe Yogurts died first.
Alright, then I'll just update my list that way.
Not sure though.
I do know Kalensky got the kill, and it would seem more logical that Buck would be in instead of Foy at the window. So
Foy was relatively safe behind the castle.
yeah, well, he eventually died after holding off 2 players for a long time.
That's
I believe
true.
that was the second frag. It's so weird though, because he knew he was being angled by, I believe it was Stiggy together with Move the Ho. There was no real reason to keep fighting there. Still he died. And that's
yeah,
really,
of course,
I believe,
but like the longer you keep people busy, if you can contest 2 people on your own.
yeah, but he actually
valuable.
actively started looking for him.
That's true. Like, you might overextend, but like if you can contest 2 people in your own, right, on the other side of the map, it'll just give your team an automatic man advantage, right?
Yeah, and I believe Yogurts might have replied onto voice delay, or at least attention grabbing of those 2 players.
Yeah.
And actually tried to look for something else. Unfortunately, that did not work out, meaning it is now 6 to 3. GoSkilla eventually found a round on the defense, but still has to find 3 more if they want to get at least 1 point out of this match. And that is a hard thing to go for, as so far it seems they're not doing too well.
Definitely not too well as of yet. As of course they're 3 rounds behind, 3 match points consecutively for XTreme. GoSkilla and the number 2 spot in the league right now. Don't want to give that up because M&M is lurking at them with just 2 points of difference together with Supremacy. There's only 3 points behind, so matches that will be played over on the other side will definitely have an impact on GoSkilla if they cannot manage to bring this one in.
A slow round on the French side of XTreme Video Esports. They take a little bit of damage here and there due to, of course, those lesion mines. But the rest of the round is slowly progressing. A little bit of aggression from the Move to who as well. Yet it does not result into anything just yet.
Now GoSkilla has a really good setup right here though, as 2 people are basically contesting
Foy has
Lion.
dropped in.
Yeah, Foy's already in the master bedroom, but that doesn't matter too much, as, you know, Panari is still playing on that window. There's one going to be in here. No, Foy's actually on the balcony still, and there is 1 member on that master bedroom. Now what Lion has to do here is just put down his breaching charge under the feet of said player. If he manages to do that, he's going to be just taking him down to 1 HP, possibly. She'll make every single fight a win. Move to gets the entry frag right there onto Livin. Gonna be the first one to die as Lion tries to fight back and taking down Oscar Mosca, but he's not successful as of yet. Wants some utility to be used to assist that, as Renshiro now gets a trade. Panari is going to be gone, and that's going to be a huge one, as he was contesting that position right there. Oscar Mosca goes more aggressive, will be helped by Stiggy, who's just holding off the cross right there. Will be taken down by Yogurts though, perfectly read, and it brings it to a 3-on-4 situation. Even though GoSkilla had the entry frag, they're now 1 man behind.
I believe the C4 of Stiggy has also been used, yet it did not do much. The ADSs are actually helping him stay alive. as the frag grenade has been taken down. Now also the Sophia nade going into that electrified shield, not helping out too well either. Meaning it's a good stall from GoSkilla. Drones are now coming in though, and the smokes are not in play. The diffuser goes towards the side, but it's a spray down from Sticky. Takes down two, as actually the bug will die very dramatically. But Lion will bring it back into a 2-on-2. Will plant the diffuser, as it is moved to Ho on the flank.
Yeah, boy has to hold this one off though. Polanski gets it down and will be finishing one more off, and that means once again GoSkilla will be clutching it, as the entry frag advantage hasn't been given away as of yet. Kalinski on that smoke manages to use that shotgun to his advantage and drag in the round. 4-6 right now. Only 2 more rounds they need to close up if they want to leave with at least 1 point.
I'm going to vote for Sticky MVP if they bring it back to a draw. But
I was thinking as well, even if they lose now, Sticky is still going to be my MVP.
2 times 1v4.
The 1v4 clutch and a 1v1 win afterwards.
Yeah.
Or like the first round a 1v1 win and a 1v4 clutch afterwards. Now getting that double spray down, just being there to contest, just to stall all that time. Sticky is doing such an amazing job for GoSkilla, and even if they lose this, then they can definitely tell him that he did a very, very good job today.
We're sorry, Renchiro. It's not you, it's us.
Yeah.
We have to disclaimer that, as now Sticky will actually go for more firepower, swapping the Mira into an Ella, just to see what that Scorpion will bring. Maybe some very good pew pew.
It will definitely be a very fast pew pew. He just maybe wants those 10 extra bonus points if he kills Renchiro.
Oh,
sister rivalry.
That will be great. Like,
he's just fighting for the most points. Look, he has 3-3-3-7. And Richard has 3-2-3-0. So he's just fighting for it. He wants to get that most points. Doesn't matter if he has most frags.
Sticky is now reinforcing, so he's slowly buffing his points as well.
He's getting up there.
But of course it is indeed that battle. Will he have more points than Renchiro? It all depends on the frags right now. And I'm curious to see. GoSkilla can bring it back. They'll now go to a bomb site they don't really know and love that much, I would assume. But that still doesn't mean that Extreme Video Esports has a free round.
Never does.
Well, unless
Entry frag is all deciding.
Oscar Mosca goes very aggressive very early on a few times already. Has died there. So the chances are that he might actually ruin the day for GoSkilla. But he could also open things up pretty well. Maybe get that kill they need. Kill they want.
If he gets that so valuable entry frag, then of course, since basically not a single round yet, that it was a loss, it will result in them winning that round.
Well,
if we follow the theory.
Well, if we follow the trend, the statistics so far, because we've had a great total of 10 rounds, and every round the team that has gotten the anti-frag has won the round as well. And let's see what this round will bring. It is going to be Lion, slightly aggressive, but not too much, as he's waiting for intel and other stuff from his teammates. And GoSkilla is happy to wait. They're just prepping their C4s, just checking if these smoke canisters actually smell bad, and stuff like that.
Sticky still has one gross mine ready. For if he would get pushed, he could get the upper hand because of that. And that's where Ella comes into play. If you're going to get pushed, like, I think of Ella as more of an anchor, and you deploy those gross mods as soon as someone is going to be pushing in, because when you know they're going to be pushing there, you know you're going to have the advantage because they are going to be concussed. And that is where Ella actually shines as a anchor, because that is an ability that most others don't have. You can literally put someone at a disadvantage when they are peeking you.
There is now vertical play being opened up by Extreme Video Esports, scaring GoSkilla. They're looking upwards, yet there is no real push coming in from Extreme Video Esports yet, as Livin steps into a Legion mine, which as an IQ you shouldn't really do, right?
No, you shouldn't. Neither you should walk into smoke canisters, as Mufta, who is going to get spotted out. Yogurts then gets the entry frag onto Panari. That is bad news for GoSkilla, because if we follow that trend we were talking about, that means it will be ending at 4-7. But of course, anything can still happen. It is not too late to break that trend, as walls and floorboards are still being opened up by the side of Extreme. With 30 seconds left, They aren't ready yet. Ooh, actually, Yogurts almost picks up a frag right there. Move to who just barely stays alive. Doesn't deal any single point of HP of damage. Back towards Yogurt, who is still looking to potentially pick up that frag into the floorboards he has opened up thus far.
Now these smoke canisters are actually deployed. Nate almost taking down the Sophia, but it's actually Oscar Mosca with the opening frag for his team. The problem is Sticky has died. It's back to a 4-on-3 and make that a 4-on-2. Yogurts is going in, but Move to Ho and Oscar Mosca will answer for their crimes. The problem is Ranchiro is still alive, and that brings it into a 7-4. XTreme Video Esports will eventually take this match home, and they should be very happy about that one.
I think he heard us when we said even if they lose this, Ranchiro won't become the MVP because he just got the opener.
Yeah.
And then the two openers afterwards. Oh, I mean like the opener for the actual execute, right? So he got 3 kills in a row right there. And look at that, 16 frags in total. Yogurt's also in the double digits. XTreme doing mighty fine work right there. And we'll be climbing with 3 points, drawing up with End Gaming right now.
Oh. But that's not the end for today. Of course, we have 3 more matches left. GoSkilla still has to face Vitality, but I think they'll be slightly salty about losing so many points here.
Definitely so. Like, I think they expected to get more out of this one, at least.
Yeah, of course. At least 1 point, probably 3, because they were 7th. XTreme Video Esports.
True. So, like, if you just look at the statistics, you're thinking, we got this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the case. They didn't got this. And that is why you should be watching Siege, because whatever is logical, it's not going to happen.
Like his predictions sometimes
are
my
working
predictions,
out,
sometimes they're going out of the window.
Yeah.
Still, you're pretty on top. Finally, you're ahead of Miloš.
I'm drawn up with Miloš now, but, the Brazilian caster took over at that point.
They put you closer to the top than Miloš.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the lead right now, because I'm of course not biased, but I'm pretty eager to see End Gaming versus Trust. Trust had a off week, but then last week they did pretty well, even getting a draw against Vitality. So you would say they can win this, and that would actually.
End Gaming though, they drawed up against Vitality as well last week.
That's weird. Vitality was so strong, unbeaten, still unbeaten though. Actually having 2 draws last week, losing effectively 4 points.
Yeah, definitely, and that could be coming back to haunt them. Well, GoSkilla, of course, losing right now won't be overtaking them into the scoreboards, and that will mean that they still will be on top. Maybe draw first place if M&M wins their match for the time being. But we can say they're safe to at least stay inside of Challenger League this season.
Yeah, well, probably banking on that one. At least that top 4 position has been guaranteed, but of course they want and probably have to by their organization promote to the Pro League. It is your goal. Well, of course it is our goal as well. That will take some more time though, just like the little break we'll have for you. After the break we'll be back with End Gaming versus Trust Gaming. See you in a bit.